artist Genn Shaughnessy from Albany, New York. Today I'm going to show you how to do an eyelash makeup application on yourself. In order to do this, it's beneficial to be sitting at a table with a mirror so that you're looking down your nose like this. You'll need false eyelashes, a cuticle scissor, false eyelash adhesive. Make sure if you're allergic to latex that it is not a latex-based adhesive. And you want to make sure that your eye makeup is done along with your mascara put on. However, do not put your eyeliner on the top lids just yet. It's also a good thing to have a tool with a very skinny end on it, like perhaps these handy little eyebrow clippers. Some of them, which I love, have these brushes with hooks on them. Those are also really fun. So again, just make sure that your eye makeup is done, mascara's put on, cuticle scissors, some sort of tool to brush out the apply your false eyelashes and eyelash glue. So why don't you get those together and then we'll get started. Comes with 6 eyelash options. Some of which are a little too funky for the work event that I have going on today. So I don't think I'm going to be using any of them in this kit. But they're really fun for editorial shoots, if you're going out to a club or a fun party. There's also the Glitz and Glam kit, same packaging, which also has 6 pairs and strands, ties them in a knot, and wraps them around a piece of material that's synthetic. It's almost like a fishing wire, except not quite as thick. So you have to be careful when you're peeling these not to pull in one direction one way or one direction another way, because it'll actually make these lashes separate and slide on that particular line. So what I'm going to do is pop the container so that I see these lashes that are coming out towards me. I'm going to take my thumb and my finger and grab them like this and pull them off in the center so that I've grabbed them right at the where they would be sliding. Now, always keep in mind that chances are your eyes are not going to be as wide as these have been made. So you're going to curl it a little bit with your fingers by moving it back and forth. Make sure there's no little fuzz or anything on them. You're going to look down in your mirror, and the shorter side goes on the inside of your eye, and the longer side goes on the outside of your eye. You want to make sure you start right about where your natural lashes are. So on me, for instance, it's right about here. There's always a little distance between the corner of your eye and where your lashes start. So that being said, a great tip to avoid your false eyelashes from looking disconnected is to take an angled eyeliner brush along with your black eyeshadow, look down at yourself, and get inside the inner corner to where your lashes begin. The same thickness that the eyelashes themselves will be and your lashes will be combined. So, there you go. A little bit of black. Now, going back to these lashes, I'm just going to look down. I'm going to measure these up, kind of eyeball it, as they say, to see how much I actually will need to trim off. And my eyes are kind of big to begin with. I know it's never a lot, but still the amount that I will be trimming off is about this much. It's enough to be annoying and tug and pull or poke into the skin and really be an annoyance throughout the day. It could also, you know, make your eyes water. So if you're doing these for a special event or a formal event where you're going to have pictures done, the last thing you want is to be tugging at your eyes so that it becomes really irritated, or have it water so bad that it actually wipes your makeup off. Now I'm going to be using the eyelash adhesive that came with this kit. The one thing I love about these eyelashes is they're not latex. So they don't give the vapor off on your eye, like you don't feel it in your eye. And there's less of a chance of someone having an allergic or a sensitive reaction to it. The other thing I love about these is that it comes with a tool that you can actually thinly apply the glue onto the eyelash strand. Now, keep in mind, the less glue you apply on these, the less time it takes to dry, which will work to your advantage because it will become tacky and it'll stick right away and it won't slip and it won't slide and you'll be able to get it to stick on there without too much fuss. Now, since you've already applied your mascara, the reason why I like to do that is because it makes your eyelashes stiff. So when you go to put an eyelash or a false eyelash strip on, you don't have these flimsy natural lashes that it's just going to slip right down on. Your eyelashes are like hair. So if they're soft and silky smooth, you're not going to get something to stick to it as well as you would if there's a product buildup on it. Now, this is the tricky part because it's going to be kind of hard for you to see this. But you're going to look down at your mirror. You're going to hold your eyelashes down at an angle like this. And that part where the glue is where you want it to stick so that it's on your lash line and tucked underneath the little fold of your skin. So you're just going to drop it down there. You want the outside of the lash to stick to the outside of your eye. And you also don't want there to be a gap between your lashes and the false eyelashes. You don't want to be able to see skin there. So make sure that you keep pushing it down until you don't see a gap between your false eyelashes and your skin. Sometimes it'll fall into place just like that, and sometimes it won't. If it doesn't, that's where it's beneficial for you to have this sort of tool, because you can, it's really thin. You can press it into your lash, clean it off, make sure there's no glue, press it into your lash again, shape it, make sure it's where it's supposed to be, push it in again. Also, if you're not using the glue that comes with this particular kit and you've got glue for another kit or something else that's a squeeze tube, it's easy for you to take the glue with this and do the same exact process by thinly applying it on the eyelash strand. Now, your eyes are never exactly the same size. They're approximately the same size. To the naked eye, you can't really tell that they're different usually, but you never want to assume based on one side that it's going to be the same size on the other side. So never just automatically cut these the same amount that you did on this side. This side can end up being bigger, and then you might not have enough area to cover with your lashes, so then they're going to look off. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did, curl them a little bit by rocking them back and forth, and then hold them up to your eye to see how much, in fact, you do need to cut. Again, you're going to go from the outer lash to the inner lash. And I'm going to cut even less than I did because this eye is, in fact, wider. So you're just going to take your cuticle scissors, cut that amount off, apply the glue on the lash strand itself, like so. And make sure you don't saturate the lashes, otherwise the lashes will stick to your lashes, and it'll be very challenging, to say the least, to make sure that it goes on smoothly. Now, if you're doing your own makeup, it's not a big deal if you blow on this glue to get it to dry quicker. If you're doing someone else's makeup, it's not hygienic, because every time you blow air out of your mouth, you also blow saliva out. So it will contribute to the spread of germs, not to mention the fact that it's not very polite, needless to say. So again, looking down at the mirror, I'm going to make sure that I put these on at an angle. I'm getting them so that they're in the fold between my lashes and my lash line so that it adheres directly to the skin and it's sandwiched between the skin and my lashes. I can see a little bit of a gap, so I'm just going to look down even more, find out why, and it's because I didn't put them just so. You can use your fingers to a certain extent to adjust these, but your fingers are a little bit big to be getting in that small area, so this is where that tool becomes handy. You just use it to mold it, shape it, and press it in wherever you need it. The glue doesn't take very long to dry, so you can now move on to your eyeliner, which I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner. And I'll start with the eyes, the side that I did the lashes first on. So I'm just going to use basic black liquid eyeliner. I like these tips because they're soft, they're flexible, they're not hard like the inkwell, so they're a lot easier to manage. And I'm still going to look down. I raise my brows a little bit so it's easier to get in this space. And I'm going to go right over the line where the lashes are. And I'm going to extend a cat eye liner because that's my favorite and that's what I wear pretty much every day. And how dramatic you wear it is up to you. A good way to start is just by doing the length of the brush. And if you can't get your lines right, you can use some sort of paper like an index card or even a piece of paper and hold it here while you draw the line like so against it. Aside from the appearance of the liquid liner or any other liner, the reason why I suggest doing the liner after is, for one, it's less product for the glue to try and seep through, and it's also less perfect of an application when you do the lashes first and the liner second, because you can never really get it just right if you do it first and then put the lashes on over it. It's a little bit hidden. And there you have it.